Hey, welcome to the channel. Glad you stopped by. Today we're going to be looking at some weird and creepy videos involving hybrids, invisibility cloaks. Is the government hiding something? Don't forget, hit that like, subscribe.
Shen Shiku's invisibility cloak. Shen Shiku is the deputy head of criminal investigation department at the Ministry of Public Security in China, and he claims that he has successfully made an invisibility cloak. He posted his creation on YouTube, where it quickly racked up views. He is calling his technology quantum technology cloth made of transparent material. He explains that his technology works by reflecting the light waves around it, so when a person stands behind it, it looks like they have disappeared. He further explains that his technology could be used by soldiers at night. Under the protection of his cloak, they would avoid night vision spyware.
Hey everybody, what you're seeing here is invisibility technology. The cloak of invisibility. Yes, they created it a while back. They did. And they're showing it off in Japan. So they've had this stealth invisibility technology for a while now, so it kind of makes you wonder who's been using it. Probably the government, right? But in what capacity? Right? So it's like, who's been walking around wearing these suits without us knowing, without us even being able to even see them? Except for a faint outline, maybe. Like you can see him, like the faint outline. But yeah, this is something real.
Undetected. I think there are going to be a lot of applications for this. So, of course, the military is very involved. Invisible buildings and invisible vehicles. We provide new ideas, and it's society that decides, how new technologies will be used. Because, of course, we envision this being used on the skin. We want everything to be safe. If this stuff gets onto the wrong hands, reverse engineered by people who wish to do harm. I mean, it sounds like a movie or something, but that's the kind of thing I think that keeps me up at night a little.
Have you ever heard a knock at your door and there was nobody there? Has an object ever fallen over in your house without anyone touching it? Ever been in your room and it almost literally feels like someone is standing right by you? You may have attributed all of these occurrences to tricks of the mind, or ghosts, or spirits. But what if I told you government agencies and other organizations and races of beings have technologies that are so advanced someone can be standing inside your house and be completely invisible? Invisibility technology has been utilized by the government since the 1940s, where quantum stealth experiments like the Philadelphia experiment, where they cloaked an entire warship, proved to be successful. This knowledge was used to activate an entirely new level of mass surveillance, allowing for organizations like the FBI and the CIA to literally spy on people.
Halfway.
Everything we see is the result of light moving around in the universe. We don't actually see anything. Information in the form of photons and electromagnetism called light enters into our eyes and sends messages of what's to be observed. All the scientists had to do was figure out how to bend that information around the object or person, which is a form of refraction, making it impossible for the observer to see what's behind or within the cloak.
Human-alien hybrids in the Bible. Human-ET hybridization is probably best known from the story of the
What is good, my people, my peeps? So this video has been circulating, and I wanted to bring it to your attention if you haven't seen it, and just get your thoughts and your views on what you're witnessing right now. I read some of the comments, and they stated things such as, this is Nephilim. This is a Nephilim. Come back. Walking the face of this planet, as in the days of Noah, right? That's one of the comments I read. Other comments stated things such as, this is an experiment from our governments, or whomever government, gone wrong, or possibly gone right.
You see, as the world slipped into chaos, biggest mystery of our
But it's the weirdest story I think I've ever heard. His girlfriend, and she seems to be pretty normal and legit, claims that he's an alien hybrid, that he was placed on this planet to do something specifically. Nothing adds up about his case. Nothing.
When examining the body, the coroner's office could not find any fingerprints, even though fingerprints are the last skin tissue to decompose.
Piece in December of 2017, I was hearing this in an unclassified setting with other people from academia and 2 CIA officers whom I recognized. So the second part is about CIA's interest in alien DNA. And the historian said that we had an interest in alien DNA going back since World War II. Now, it didn't say that they completely knew about the alien DNA genome, because that technology did not happen until the 1990s. But there was an interest in some aspect of genetics.
Yes, absolutely.
Dealing with alien DNA. And more profound was that CIA was interested in certain humans that may have had an enhancement of this alien DNA. That is to say that basically we're all aliens in some respect. But some of us, some humans, have an enhancement of that alien DNA. And that was the first time I ever heard that. To me, that was the most shocking thing I ever heard of. I didn't know that.
Why were they so interested in the DNA of extraterrestrials and the DNA of humans that may contain extraterrestrials for maybe enhancements? I don't know.
There's a cognizance, I believe, within the intelligence community, particularly CIA, that there are humans among us that might be more extraterrestrial than human. And how do you identify them? That could be a major factor in why they were interested in that. And there's also the, I guess you would call contact tracing of like who's who.
Right.
And so what they did reveal that there was an interest in certain families.
How would you understand families?
I understand families to mean bloodlines.
Right.
That they were interested in certain bloodlines going back to
ancient times.
Who knows, ancient times.
Did they mention other heritages around the planet that through this marker?
I was specifically told that the Cherokee heritage, the Cherokee Nation, had something to do with the phenomenon. And furthermore, that it has something to do with perhaps even the actual existence of Atlantis, that they may have been survivors of Atlantis.